Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever thought about all the brilliant, bizarre, and, let's be honest, sometimes downright weird inventions that have gotten lost to time? We're talking about these incredible ideas that once promised to change everything, but instead just disappeared. So before we really dive in, I've got a question for you. What is the absolute strangest invention you've ever heard of? Seriously, think about it. Maybe a flying car? Or those shoes with wheels built in? History is just littered with these bold, kind of wacky visions of the future. So, what we're really digging into here is how these inventions are so much more than just historical oddities. They are genuine artifacts of human ambition. So what exactly is a forgotten invention? Well, it's not just a bad idea, right? It's more like a dream that didn't quite make it. A little peek into a past that could have been totally different.
In this quote, it just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It really captures the whole spirit of what we're talking about today. We're not here to make fun of these things, but to celebrate the sheer boldness behind them. Because at the end of the day, just trying is what pushes us all forward.
Okay, let's get into the good stuff. Our first category, some truly unique gadgets designed specifically for your head. First up, we have the magnificent, the one, the only, the radio hat from the 1940s. And yes, you heard me correctly. It is exactly what it sounds like, a mashup of high fashion and the cutting-edge tech of its day.
I want you to picture this. The year is 1949, and you're strolling down the street wearing a super sharp fedora with antennas sticking right out of it. This was a real thing. It had a radio receiver built right in, and you'd carry the battery in your pocket. It was basically the world's first Walkman. But, well, the reception was pretty weak and it cost a lot, so it never really took off.
You gotta remember, this was way before earbuds or anything like that. This was the solution for portable music. A very bold fashion statement for sure. So I have to ask, would you rock one of these today? Now, from one head-based gadget to another. But this one took a completely, and I mean completely opposite approach. If the radio hat was all about bringing the world to you, this next one was about shutting it out entirely.
And this is where it gets really fascinating when you put them side by side. You have the radio hat designed for pure entertainment, to bring the world in. And then you have the isolator helmet from 1925, designed to shut the world out so you can focus. It was this giant helmet that blocked all sound and only let you see through a tiny little slit, all to eliminate distractions. So one brought you the party, the other, well, it basically put you in solitary confinement for productivity. All right, moving on from our heads, let's see how innovators tried to revolutionize not just our entertainment, but how we actually get around.
Okay, get a load of this. The monowheel. I mean, come on, this looks like it's straight out of a science fiction movie, doesn't it? But it's a real concept that people have tried to make work for over 100 years. It's exactly what it sounds like, a vehicle that is just one single massive wheel.
The design itself is just undeniably cool. The driver literally sits inside the wheel while it spins around them. But it had one huge, critical, and kind of terrifying flaw: braking. See, if you slammed on the brakes too hard, the cage you were sitting in could just start spinning wildly right along with the wheel. They called it gerbling. Yeah, definitely not how you want your ride to end. So knowing that little detail, I have to ask, would you dare to ride one? The thrill would probably be incredible, but hitting the brakes? That might just be a once-in-a-lifetime experience for all the wrong reasons.
So after looking at radio hats and these treacherous monowheels, you gotta ask, right? What's the big takeaway? Why do these fascinating failures actually matter?
You know, the real value in looking at these forgotten ideas really comes down to three things. First, they just reveal our ambition. They show this deep human desire to solve problems, whether that problem is boredom or distraction or just getting from point A to point B. Second, they're proof that progress is never a straight line. It's messy. It comes from trying and failing and trying something else. And finally, they're just a pure celebration of human creativity. They remind us that for every single successful invention we use today, there are thousands of weird, wonderful, and forgotten ones that helped pave the way.
So I'm going to leave you with one last thought to chew on. If you could reach back into history's workshop and bring one forgotten invention back to life, maybe with a modern tech upgrade, what would it be? An isolator helmet for your noisy open-plan office? A sleek new, hopefully safer monowheel? The possibilities really are as endless as the amazing creativity that first dreamed them up.